Thank you for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com for in-depth analysis video forecast discussions prepared Monday through Friday evenings. And this discussion was prepared on Monday evening, June 3rd, 2013. And I do want to say thank you to all of our Facebook subscribers and followers, as well as our Twitter followers, and all of our regular email subscribers as well for making GardenStateWeather.com a growing commodity. And it's Monday evening and around dinner time for most people in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area. And we find the skies are cloudy, but there are breaks in the clouds, and some of these breaks is the drier air which is beginning to work into the area. Notice here we have dew points falling now through the upper 50s in northwestern and central and eastern Pennsylvania. And still we have moderate dew point, high dew points in the 60s and upper 60s across central and southern New Jersey into the Delmarva, and temperatures to boot supporting that right around 70 to 75 degrees across the listening area. And that means that skies are still cloudy, but there are breaks in the clouds and the wind is already beginning to shift to the northwest. This is about where the surface cold front lies right now, snaking through portions of the Hudson Valley, down through northwestern New Jersey, down through Trenton, and then down south, probably just to the north of the Delaware Bay here, and the Delaware Water Gap, Delaware Bridge actually. And winds are still from the south and southwest. We're ahead of this as the cold front begins to make its way across the region during the evening hours. And we can already see the breaks in the clouds here across northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, and into just west of Philadelphia now. And all of this clearing behind it means that skies will be clearing overnight tonight. We did have some flood concerns for rainfall across portions of Connecticut, New York City a couple of hours ago, but that's now dying down as the main lifting and all of the energy associated with all the heavier rain from yesterday, last night, and early this morning is now into the ocean. Just a few lingering clouds and showers here getting off the New Jersey coast, central and southern New Jersey down through the Delmarva, and then it's clear sailing for Tuesday night, and Wednesday. Here's the latest evening surface visible satellite view here. We see the broken cloud cover breaking up here, and these cumulus clouds here, these are over the ridges on northwest winds across northwestern Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania, and all across Virginia. This is some drier air moving in over the ridges here across the region. If we took a look at the water vapor imagery, definitely see a lot of blacks in here and slight grays and even reds here across the central and southern mid-Atlantic regions and interior Mississippi Valley. This is all the dry air that's coming into the region over the next 24 to 36 hours, but it will be short-lived. Hourly surface analysis and frontal boundaries here. The front is just about making its way through the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. It's going to take a couple of more hours before that happens, but skies will continue to clear out overnight. A large ridge of high pressure at the surface over the Great Lakes will slide to the east and be over our forecast region with very pleasant conditions from very late tonight through Tuesday night, and early Wednesday. And while the official start of the hurricane season began on Saturday, we find a weak area of low pressure here located over the south central Gulf of Mexico. It's disorganized. Showers and thunderstorms associated with the system are located well to the east of the center due to an unfavorable upper level winds. And any development of the system is likely to be slow to occur during the week, and favorable environmental conditions will be unfavorable, and the system will have a slow chance, or a very low chance, about 20% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone during the next 48 hours as it drifts generally northward. However, this area here where the convection is going to start forming heavy rain across Florida, and eventually this piece of energy here might miss it across as it gets in here on Wednesday night and Thursday. But by the time the weekend comes, another short wave well out to the west in the Pacific right now getting into the United States will probably pick this up and bring it off the Carolina coast, and we could have some kind of a merger here because of this subtropical or tropical natured system, warm core system anyway, and becoming and merging with the trough across the northeastern United States this weekend. That could be some very heavy rain around here, and we'll get into that in just a moment. And for the aviational weather deck here across New Jersey and New York metropolitan area down through Philadelphia this evening, we basically have temperatures near Philadelphia at 73, dew point 66, humidity 79%. The wind is still southwest at 3 knots. Visibility is 10 miles. There's a few clouds, broken clouds, and overcast conditions up to 25,000 feet, but that will soon depart. Getting into Newark, we still have broken clouds at 25,000, but that doesn't mean that the skies aren't clearing, because there are certainly breaks here in the clouds. The forecast will be calling for basically VFR conditions as we get through later this evening and overnight tonight through tomorrow. In fact, at Newark, we're just some scattered clouds around 12,000 feet late tonight, and then some scattered clouds around 25,000 feet very late tonight. Early tomorrow morning, a few scattered clouds, and a few scattered clouds tomorrow during the afternoon hours as well. All winds now out of the northwest at 8 to 12 knots, and visibility is better than 6 to 10 miles. That is VFR for sure. And under sunshine during the day on Tuesday, temperatures probably interior locations on the northwest flow getting into the upper 60s, but probably closer to the low and mid 70s as you head through northeastern New Jersey, New York City, the lower Hudson Valley, southwestern Connecticut, and then also down to Trenton and Philadelphia and the Delmarva. This is a little bit still below normal, but just about seasonable for this time of the year. And temperatures should also be responding as well out through central and eastern Long Island, but still a little bit below normal. But for these locations, actually, the mid and upper 60s would be normal over eastern Long Island, so that might fall off by a degree or two, but still very pleasant conditions on Tuesday. By Wednesday afternoon, just some high clouds around the region, some cirrus clouds. Temperatures already warming back to near normal, much more normal than of normal capacity here in terms of temperatures in the mid to the upper 70s across the region. That's exclusively normal. The only areas that might see a cool onshore wind or even a sea breeze effect during the afternoon will be the immediate coastal sections of Monmouth and Ocean County in New Jersey, and across central and eastern Long Island's southern shore here. Everybody else will be near normal with plenty of sunshine during the day on Wednesday, but clouds will be increasing with rain developing on Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. Future forecast radar and precipitation and surface analysis pressure as well from College of DuPage GFS model from late this afternoon. We'll start things off with this evening, and we can see the clearing as high pressure begins to nose in through the Great Lakes in the northeast. Notice as we get through during the day on Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon that the winds become a little bit more onshore during the afternoon, especially late morning and early afternoon. And then we have an area of low pressure here across the Ohio Valley, and some isentropic lift here with showers just to the west of the region. This would be on Thursday morning, so clouds will be increasing Wednesday night into Thursday. And finally, most of the energy on the GFS model, probably also with the NAM model from this afternoon, remains just to our west through most of the day on Thursday, but there'll be a considerable amount of mid and high level cloud cover, even lower cloud cover developing across the region. And by early Friday morning or very late Thursday night, some showers and even a thunderstorm could get in here during the overnight hours, and most of the energy still predominantly to the north and east over New York State. But notice how we get through the period here. This is that tropical disturbance that we talked about over the Yucatan Peninsula and the Gulf of Mexico, and finally the short wave begins to develop and lifts it further north and catches it and moves it across the region. We could be looking at a very heavy wet rain period around here during the day on Friday, especially Friday night and early Saturday. And eventually what happens here is that it takes the surface low across and offshore New Jersey with a batch on the northwest side with some moderate to heavy rain getting in here across the Poconos, and this would be parallel to the flow. So this would be some very heavy rainfall occurring in an area that probably doesn't need that much rainfall at this point, but that would be for early Saturday morning at around daybreak. and then showers and possibly even just some moderate rain around here during the day on Saturday and Saturday evening. Notice how the system lifts to the northeast off the New England coastal states, but there's still some bagginess and troughing here with just a little bit of light rain left over during Saturday night and early Sunday morning before skies really begin to clear out. And this would be for early, late next weekend. But by the time we get to Monday, we have another system coming in, and it's an upper closed low across the upper Great Lakes, and eventually that low will move and trough, and upper level trough will move into the region with isentropic lift of another warm front coming through the area. Doesn't look like the rainfall might be as heavy, but definitely as we get through the day on Monday afternoon and Monday evening, we can already see the warm front developing across the region with showers and thunderstorms moving in from the west and southwest. And this could mean that we could be in for more wet weather again early next week before the upper level low across the Great Lakes begins to open up and the cold front comes through and kind of stalls out, meanders there for a while with rounds of rain, showers, and thunderstorms moving along it. So we're going to be in and out of some very wet weather over the next week and a half here. So do enjoy the conditions around here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and early Thursday, because it looks like Friday and Saturday potentially wet periods here across the northern mid-Atlantic and northern New England states as well. And then some drying conditions coming in for later in the weekend, probably Sunday and early Monday, and then things begin to deteriorate again next Monday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. That's going to do it for tonight's discussion. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow evening. For GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith.